Welcome back, folks. The Department of Homeland Security is experiencing a partial shutdown after Congress failed to reach a funding deal by Friday's deadline. Most DHS workers will remain employed but won't get paychecks until funding is restored.
Yeah, that's right. To talk more about this, we bring in our Deputy Political Director, Mr. Joe St. George. Hey, good morning, Joe. So this feels like deja vu, but what makes this shutdown different from previous government shutdowns, and what are the potential economic impacts?
Yeah, good morning, guys. Here we are, right? I mean, this is now the third time we've talked about a shutdown or a version of a shutdown since the fall. I mean, in the fall, we had a full government shutdown, longest shutdown in American history. There was an $11 billion economic impact there, but the whole government was shut down then. Just a few weeks ago, we had a partial government shutdown, little impact on the economy because it was only impacted a few days. And now we have a different shutdown, but this one could last a while as well. We're talking about a shutdown of the third largest cabinet agency in the federal government, the Department of Homeland Security. Yes, immigration enforcement's part of this, but so is TSA, so is FEMA, so is the Coast Guard and other divisions of the federal government. FEMA often gets talked about as well. The good news is that a lot of these employees of these governments, of these divisions of the Department of Homeland Security, they're already funded or not going to miss a paycheck for several weeks. So, for instance, ICE, Immigration Enforcement. That's going to continue during the shutdown because it was funded during the president's One Big Beautiful Bill. FEMA, Disaster Relief Fund. Now, employees are still expected to go to work without the guarantee that that next paycheck will come on time. But the Disaster Relief Fund has billions of dollars in it. TSA, their first full missed paycheck will be sometime in mid-March. So that's when we look for possible delays at airports, perhaps increasing dramatically. Guys, I wouldn't be surprised if this shutdown goes on a while. For one, logistically, Congress isn't in Washington this week. Now, they can always be called back should leaders strike a deal, but the fact they're not here suggests that this could go on a bit. There doesn't seem to be as much of a rush to resolve this. There is something, though, happening a week from tomorrow that may be a reason for the White House to give in a bit, or potentially for Democrats to dig in on their side and not give in. And that's the State of the Union. The President's State of the Union's next week. There's a chance that it could happen while the Department of Homeland Security is shut down. Maybe the White House tries to make a deal to avoid it overshadowing that event. Maybe Democrats dig in and not make a deal in order to try and overshadow the president's big night in prime time. It is politics, 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 after all, here in 2026. So the Department of Homeland Security is shut down, 260,000 or so employees impacted. Guys, now we wait to see how long this will go on. And like I said at the top, I wouldn't be surprised if this goes on a while.
Well, Joe, thank you so much for the information today.
I appreciate you keeping up to date on it. We'll talk to you again very soon.